Today we're going to be talking about the metabolic pathways of glucose. Glucose, as we all know, is consumed through carbohydrates like breads, pastas, or cereals. The first pathway we're going to talk about is glycogenesis. In this pathway, glucose is stored in the form of glycogen, which is a reserve of quick energy. This is the instance where your body doesn't need to immediately use the glucose for energy. Major sites of glycogen synthesis and storage are in the liver and skeletal muscle. When your body requires the energy from glucose, it goes through the process called glycogenolysis. This is the process in which glycogen stores are broken back down into individual glucose units. Galactose, another monosaccharide, is believed to go through these two processes as well. Going forward, the process in which your body breaks down the glucose for energy is called glycolysis. In glycolysis, glucose is converted to pyruvate. Fructose, another monosaccharide, is also thought to go through this process. In anaerobic conditions, for example, when you're doing any physical activity that causes oxygen to not be available to you, glucose is converted to lactate. In aerobic conditions, it goes through the TCA cycle, where it is utilized in ATP to provide energy for the body. In this pathway, the pentose phosphate pathway also occurs. This pathway is available to glucose. It generates components for DNA, RNA, as well as fatty acids. On the other hand, when your body requires glucose and your carbohydrate intake is low, your body releases the hormone glucagon that triggers glucose synthesis from non-carbohydrate sources. This process is called gluconeogenesis. Some non-carbohydrate sources are amino acids, which includes the conversion of pyruvate. Other sources include lactate and triglycerols that are stored in adipose tissue. In summary, when we consume carbohydrates, the storing and breaking down of the glucose molecules within are glycogenesis and glycogenolysis. And the processes of utilizing glucose for the body are glycolysis and gluconeogenesis. And that is the metabolic pathway of glucose.